Let's get some other news now. And Britain is making final preparations for the coronation of King Charles III on Saturday, the first crowning in 70 years. And the ceremony, which dates back to the Middle Ages, will be held at Westminster Abbey. 100 heads of state are expected to attend.
Marching towards the big day, the coronation of King Charles. All over the country, his subjects are getting ready. In the town of Maidenhead outside London, they even want to block off a street for the occasion.
So we'll pop that there and then the road closed.
The Queen was a wonderful role model, and I think Charles will be good as well.
It's big, it's a big celebration, and we're looking forward to it.
But not everyone shares the excitement. Ben Clinton and David McAlpine are members of the Republicanism movement who want to abolish the monarchy.
Why should we not have the chance to vote for our own head of state? Why should we have to put up with a family that has been unelected, that no one can aspire to be head of state in this country?
Republicans also argue that the monarchy is expensive. An investigation by a British newspaper estimates the king's private fortune alone at nearly £2 billion. At a time when some Britons can barely feed their families, Republicans say it's unreasonable.
My lords, pray be seated.
It's this enormous privilege and unearned wealth and position. I think that generally it reinforces the whole class system. You know, it's like at the apex of class in this country, which is a severe issue. And so no one can really get to the top.
Charles has met with more protests than the late Queen. But he doesn't seem too bothered by egg throwers or by demonstrators who opposed him on a recent journey to northern England, holding up placards with their slogan, "Not my king." Back in Maidenhead, republicanism isn't on the agenda. Instead, children are painting royal carriages, while the adults decide what to serve with their tea.
Scones down as well. Jam. Scones.
They say Charles is doing a good job.
He understands the problems that the country has, and he understands the strength that the country has.
Because Britain's always had a monarchy, it's a history, it's a part of the structure of the United Kingdom. I think not to have it, I think, would be quite detrimental for the country.
Charles, Camilla and the royal family still have the approval of the majority of Britons. But polls show that younger people are more sceptical of the royals than ever before. Republicans hope to profit from this in the future and to shake the foundations of the monarchy.
Let's get across to our correspondent, Birgit Massa, joining us from Oxford Street in London. Birgit, tell us what the atmosphere is like there one day ahead of the big day.
Yes, here in central London you can see Union Jacks everywhere, British flags, and this will be similar all over the country because people are gearing up. It's almost 4,000 street parties are registered and people are looking forward to all across the country. That is a lot of people. Then there are others that are not very bothered, and that's usually the case with big ceremonies like this. So the royal family might not be too bothered about it. They will be hoping though that tomorrow, when the big day actually comes and when we will have like 100 heads of state, for example, here in London, and this huge ceremony through central London, that people will want to be part of and at least have a glimpse on their TV screens.
Birgit, we have seen in that report you filed that this is a divisive event. How important of a day is it for modern-day Britain?
It's going to be a very big day for modern Britain. This is what the royal family hopes. This is what King Charles hopes. For him, it's an incredibly big day. He's really waited all his life, and it's said that he has had a lot of influence in the planning of this day. It will be a very, very traditional ceremony. We will see golden carriages from the 18th century. We will see ancient symbols like orbs and scepters and incredibly expensive diamonds. So it will hark back to a glorious past, this ceremony. Now, the monarchy and King Charles will have to prove that it's not just that it's not just a connection with Britain's past, but actually that they are able to be meaningful for the future. And as we have seen, a lot of young Britons aren't really that convinced by it, and this is what the Republicans are hoping to latch on to, that in the years to come that the arguments will be heard, because while the late Queen was still alive, there was enormous respect for her, so they couldn't really make their case. But now that there is a transition in the monarchy, they will be hoping that there is at least the starting of a debate of the future of the monarchy here in the UK.
Our correspondent, Birgit Mass in London, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed there.